Yo, what's up guys, it's Suraj from Tech Devoted and this is my full comparison between the 28,000 rupee OnePlus 3 and 67,000 rupee Pixel XL. Now I am aware that a newer and better version of the OnePlus 3, the OnePlus 3T has come out, but I cannot get my hands on it at this point in time, and really everything I say about the OnePlus 3 also applies to the OnePlus 3T. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video. Let's kick this comparison off by talking about the displays on these devices. So both these phones feature 5.5-inch AMOLED screens and the similarity is pretty much in there. The XL has a Quad HD display whereas the OnePlus 3 has a Full HD display, and due to the high resolution, the XL gets a higher PPI density, and honestly, the difference is actually quite noticeable, especially when you're viewing stuff like text. The display on the XL is just so much better and there's no two ways about it. In terms of build quality, the OnePlus 3 is built out of metal versus the XL, which is built out of glass and metal. Both of them feel super premium in the hand and neither will bend in your pocket. And which one you prefer in terms of looks really comes down to your opinion, but for me again it's the XL. Yes, the XL has a super big chin on the bottom front, but there's something about the two-tone design that always brings me back to the XL. Next, let's talk performance. And this is where the tables turn. Very surprisingly, the OnePlus 3 in my experience has been faster than the XL, and the difference is actually considerable. Watch my speed test for more info on that, but the OnePlus 3 is faster than the XL. I'm not sure why exactly that is, and I'm quite sure it's not because the OnePlus 3 has more RAM. Technically the XL should be faster than the OnePlus 3 due to a faster CPU, but that is just not how it is. Now let's talk battery life. The OnePlus 3 has a 3000 mAh battery versus the 15% larger 3450 mAh battery on the XL. And without a doubt, the XL delivers better screen on times. I get around 5 hours of SOT on the XL versus around 4 hours 20 minutes on the OnePlus 3. But in terms of charging speeds, the OnePlus 3 blows the XL out of water. Dash charge is king. In just over an hour, the OnePlus 3 can fully charge from 0 to 100% versus the XL, which takes just under 2 hours for the same. I've also done a dedicated video for the charging time comparison between the two, links in the description. Next, let's talk cameras. The OnePlus 3 has a 16 megapixel shooter with PDAF, autofocus and OIS. The XL on the other hand has a 12.3 megapixel shooter with PDAF, autofocus and EIS. Now the XL may sound inferior on paper, but it isn't. So is the XL better than the OnePlus 3? No, that isn't the case either. Results from the two cameras are very comparable. Most people wouldn't be able to tell which phone took which photo in a lot of scenarios. Take a look at some of the on-screen samples. Both phones do amazing in well-lit environments. The OnePlus 3 takes a little bit longer to focus, but apart from that, it is totally fine. Even in low light, they both do a nearly equally good job. But where there is no comparison is in video recording. Both phones do 4K recording, but where the XL has an edge is in the stabilization department. The EIS on the XL just beats the crap out of the OIS on the OnePlus 3. The difference is seriously night and day. Next, let's talk software. Regardless of which phone you pick, the software experience is going to be really good because they both have stock Android. Okay, well, the OnePlus 3 has a little bit of load, but I would say it's not that much. But because the XL is Google's baby, it will be first in line to get any new Android updates. What about Assistant? Firstly, it's not amazingly helpful, so I wouldn't consider the lack of Assistant on the OnePlus 3 a deal breaker. But if you still desperately need it, I think there's a workaround to it. You can get Assistant on non-Pixel devices as well. Okay, a few more things to consider before we conclude. The OnePlus 3 has support for dual SIM, whereas the XL just doesn't. So you may want to consider that. Oh, and the fingerprint sensor on the OnePlus 3 is a lot faster than the one on the XL. They're both equally accurate, but I just prefer the OnePlus 3 due to the placement and speed. So let's come to the final verdict. The OnePlus 3 is only available in 64GB and is priced at 28,000 INR. The Pixel XL on the other hand is available in 32 and 128GB variants, and pricing starts at 67,000 INR. So is the extra 40,000 INR worth it? Honestly, I would say yes. The display is so much better, the design in my books is better, and the video stabilization, which is a big factor for me, is far better too. I can totally shoot videos with the XL due to the amazing stabilization. Now some of you will argue that you can get the OnePlus 3 and a good stabilizer instead, but that just isn't practical for me. Yes, stabilizers are pretty small, but I really think shooting handheld is just more convenient and you have lesser load on you. But that said, the OnePlus 3 is amazing too. It does offer better value for money than the XL, and you wouldn't at all be disappointed with the phone, but if money isn't a problem, I'd just get the XL. But that wraps it up for this video. If you liked what you saw, consider liking and subscribing, and for more Pixel XL comparisons, check out the playlist link below. It's been Suraj. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy and stay devoted.